Hello and welcome to episode 16 of Leaf Blower Revolution. Today we're going to look at Benitoite Leaves. I believe that's how it's pronounced, but I'm gonna still call them Benny Leaves. When we look at the shop, besides the barbs, it's the exact same as silicone leaves. Nothing special there. Right now I'm buying more BLC because I still don't have the 50 billion necessary BLC to reach the zone where the Benny seeds are and the silicone seeds are. Not seeds but leaves, sorry about that. So I'm going to have to farm eventually. Right now I'm buying critical converter output BLC. Not so sure why I'm buying leaf damage, but it's kind of random what I'm buying right now. In fact, I was surprised of certain purchases I made. This is kind of old. This is old because this is before the patch. The key patch we're going to talk about is 1.9.6, where they made seeds more available for Obsidian and Benny Leaves. So I'm pretty behind, so it's difficult to remember the context of some of the decisions I made. But I'll try to make the most sense of it. We're going to get a few very good trades too in this episode. The first part is getting access to the zone, and the second part of this episode is to actually get all the upgrades. Here I got 6 orbs of BLC. Of course, it's going to be a key element in farming for the 50 billion zone and the 100 trillion zone. So seeds, here I was looking because I didn't know there was some sort of limitation on how many seeds you get. They almost never would spawn, and I got none, in fact, for Obsidian Leaf and Benny Leaves for all I know until patch 1.9.6. You saw me open a new zone, right? The cheese pub, let's go there. And here I'm clicking around. You don't see me click, but there's a barb claw machine, but it doesn't work. So maybe it's a future game that will be implemented later, I don't know. I knew there was a slot machine, I'll actually see it, but I'm gonna click on it last. This is just the lore, just clicking around. And we're gonna get to play those, I have 26 cheese, so I'm gonna play some slots here. And it's pretty basic. And my goal is to get, I think I'm going to point at it, the necklace, that artifact. Once that's done, I'm happy, but here I want 10 cheese and some seeds and some leaves. I keep messing up seeds and leaves. And I was thinking maybe I can get Benny Leaves and Obsidian Leaves, but I didn't know they were going to make seeds easier to get. But anyways, I tried a bunch of times, and eventually, in a few seconds, you're gonna see the artifact appear. Here it is. That's all I wanted from this game. And right now I'm only using cheese to reset trading, and in fact, as I am speaking to you, I'm much ahead in terms of footage. I don't use cheese at all right now. Zoo Necklace enables me to have 2 pets at once. An excellent artifact. Okay. So I got 253 trillion Obsidian Leaves. I decided to start spending. Evidently, I was not gonna get too many seeds, or none at all. And I said, okay, I need BLC. I need to get that 50 billion BLC. So I decided to buy a bunch of things. One of the reasons why I'm buying critical converters and output, it's really for speed when I farm. I want to make it less painful. Because when I 3cc, 3 clicks crunch, I need as many flasks as possible. But that's for a bit later. 1.92 billion is the most I ever got in a crunch. Eventually you're going to see me start a farming sequence, but I'm not going to do it right away. Also, I was not aware of the methodology with the fruity facts and fruity fruit and all these things. You're gonna see it eventually, and once you see it, this is where Hairy Nomad helped me. But so far in this footage, I still have no idea on how am I gonna get 100 trillion. I was not that intimidated by the 50 billion, but 100 trillion was really unthinkable for me. But now it's gonna be very straightforward for next episode. You're gonna see I'm more than ready to get it. I'm just waiting for this to be done. Here I'm just evaluating how many BLC I can get. It says 350 million. 350 million a pop is what I get relatively fast. I'm gonna do it a few times in a row. See, 327 and 350. So I'm gonna rinse and repeat that many times until I get to 50 billion. But not right away. I was just testing around. I think I decided to spend some of the BLC. I was not ready to do a full all-in farm right away. Very painful process, and I didn't want to burn orbs of BLC either because they spawn kind of rarely. Here I'm reading about fruit trees. That's because this is where I got the advice from Hairy Nomad. First thing I'm gonna do, bigger bag. Why? I want the bag as big as possible to have as many leaves as possible so I can get as many seeds as possible, which will give me more prestige points. And fruity facts, as I explained, every time you get a fruit, 1 second reduction for random artifacts. I'm at 8 out of 10 right now. Later on, of course, I'm going to reach 10 out of 10 after I get access to seeds. But 8 out of 10 is quite good. Right now I got 15 hours of BLC. You can see 3 hours and a half or something like that, so they take a while. By the way, I don't know what it's called, but the yellow pet is to reduce the spawn rate by I think 20% or something like that. So 395 big E's is the highest I can go. If you look on the right, I got one big O for every leaf. So it's pretty much the highest I can go for. This will enable me to, well, I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. So fruit trees, every increment of 50 levels, I get an additional fruit. So I'm going to go to 25. And if you hit control, for those who don't know, you can buy 25 at a time. And I'm going to go with a multiple of 50. Right there. I'm going to buy also all the fruit, fertilizer, and fruity fruits. I think I should have burned all my remaining coins on fruit trees after that. I didn't. So I'm going to buy something useless. It's the first time I tried this, but it still went pretty smooth. So we're gonna go up, and here I'm gonna go for converter count and output, but it's completely useless because well, mostly useless. Of course I'm going to BLC after that, but I should have went for the fruits, the fruit trees instead. But okay, that's what I think. 31, you're gonna see this number go up slowly. I'll tell you how much I have approximately right now as I'm speaking to you. You'll see it at the end of the video that I'm ready to farm for the 100 trillion. But right now I gotta get the 50 billion. Here's 2.3 right away. That's because it was a pretty long crunch. Now we're gonna fast forward. So they call it 3cc, but I click more than 3 times. I'm trying to accelerate things when I do this sequence. And 350, try again. And I did it again and again and again and again. Put some music on, some podcast on, something. I would do it a bit, take a break, do it a bit, take a break. Every 3 tries, I get 1 billion. I need 50. So it took a while. I decided not to use my orbs of BLC because they take a while to farm. But now I have so much. I'll tell you at the end of the video how much I have approximately. that it's going to be very easy to get 100 trillion, but at the time I didn't want to waste them. It would not have been a waste. This was very painful. A very painful process. Look at that, we got 50 billion finally. We're 10 minutes into the video and we still haven't reached the zone, but now it's time to go. Leafsink Harbor. Here we are. And this is where you get the silicon leaves and the Benny leaves. When you crush silicon with ice, it gives you Benny leaves. So I was pretty happy to be there and finally start getting some of those leaves, and I had intention to maybe try to play with times. How we call that? The one with the rubies. I forgot. I have some sort of a blank here. The time skip, or yeah, time skip. 30-minute a pop or something like that. I wasn't sure what to do. So here, gravity ball is something I was gonna. I think I did it, but not on while I was recording. But in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm going to farm for the 100 trillion eventually, and in a very, very long run, I'm going to get leaves and buy every single upgrade for all the... I look at that, 80 trillion Benny leaves. That's an amazing, amazing trade, which enables me to buy seeds. But again, they wouldn't spawn. They barely spawn, almost never. So yeah, I made peace with the idea that it would take forever for me to get all the Obsidian and Benny Leaves upgrades. Of course, until patch 1.9.6 came, you'll see it very soon. Then everything became easy. Here I'm gonna buy a few strange things. Again, I don't really remember why I did that, but Leaf Merginator is useless because I need trillions. I need so much, right? So this upgrading this only gives me a little bit more leaves, but not a significant amount. Critical converters and output, that's useful. More BLC, that's also useful. And I think at that point I was pretty. So here I'm buying leaf damage. I don't know why. I should just go more BLC and maybe keep a certain minimum amount of Benny leaves and just wait it out. Of course, I didn't know they were gonna change the seed drop rate for Obsidian and Benny leaves. So I made a kind of poor decisions here, but these are good. The only one that are good are BLC and the converter stuff. Like right now. But then I continue with the Merginator. No clue why I did that. It's not catastrophic though. I'm about to be done here, and if I remember correctly, I think I burned everything that I could buy. I don't remember clearly. I think I did it with Obsidian Leaves as well. Auto buy accelerator, is it that great? Not really. When you 3cc, it auto buys a bit quicker, but yeah, it's not great. Okay. 65 orbs of BLC, making some progress. 67A Obsidian Leaves, another amazing trade. 4 cheese here. So that's really good. It will enable me to buy more BLC. Of course, max out Fruitifacts. I thought it was after I got the new patch for the seeds, but I was wrong. So now I got 10 out of 10 Fruitifacts, which is quite good for when I want to farm for my 100 trillion. Combo, you know, things like this. And I wasn't sure how to spend all this stuff. BLC, that's good. But again, I'm gonna buy a few things that are useless. Yeah, BLC. Now I cannot buy any more. not so sure combo is that useful either. If you look at, I'm at 3 point something million, 3.7. So I went from 3.77 to 3.79 million combo. It doesn't change anything. Durable artifact, useless. Leaf damage, useless. But I started just spending everything. But anyways, I said I kind of give up. Over time, I'll get it one day. Okay. Look at that. Buy warp taxi. So this may have to do with the tower. I don't know anything about the tower yet, and that is patch 1.9.6, and things are going to start going really fast. Look at the seeds already, and this is where I'm going to get all the upgrades on Obsidian and Benitoite Leaves thanks to that patch. It was the only thing that was, these leaves were really difficult to obtain due to seeds. They made it easier, but I don't know how the tower is, so I can't say if it's good that they made it easier or not, or if it was better when it was tougher to get those leaves. I have no opinion on that yet because I know nothing about the tower. I did no research because I want it to be a surprise. I just know it exists. There we go, I got all the seeds, and we're almost done here. In fact, I'm gonna get pretty much every single upgrade, almost. You won't see them all on the screen, but you can assume that I get so many seeds now, so many seeds now that it's easy for me to get enough leaves to buy anything I want to get. And maxing out the BLC, the critical converter and output, will help me farm for the 100 trillion. But I have so many orbs of BLC that it will be a piece of cake to get the 100 trillion, which surprises me. But I let the game run, 18 hours a day, 20 hours a day in the volcano. I just let it sit there for days after day after day after day. So that's why I got so many orbs. So how many do I have? Well, I'll give you a glimpse, then I'll give you an estimate of right now at the last clip of the video. So here I'm just spending everything, but that's pretty much it for both Obsidian and Benitoite Leaves. Everything was very, very smooth right after patch 1.9.6. This is why I was able to concentrate on just farming all the BLC in preparation to farm for 100 trillion, but I was doing nothing because I had so much footage in backup. So here I'm at 195. Just a very quick clip, and look at that. On the right, you could notice I switched to scientific notation. This is because there is a calculator out there that you plug in how much BLC you have and how many orbs of BLC you have, and it tells you how many BLC will end up with. We're going to use that next episode. That's why I'm using scientific notation. I may go back to letters after, just to simplify my life. So in this precise clip, I have more than 400 orbs of BLC in right now. I'm approaching 500 orbs of BLC, so it's going to be very nice and smooth. So this was a bit longer than usual, a bit more complicated to make than usual, but I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. There's also a link to Patreon and our Discord channel. Also check out, there's a new series out there, The Perfect Tower 2. See you.